I'm a wood guy. I've been in and around the woods my entire life, having grown up in NorCal and Sacramento, having had property in the Redwoods and Mendocino, and having lived much of my life in North Lake Tahoe, where I've managed a wood restoration painting business and also developed the EnviroLast wood stain brand. Wood has been my life, working it, sanding it, shaping it, restoring it, staining it. I thought I'd buy a vintage piano when I found this 1911 Smith & Barnes, the renowned piano of the West. I just couldn't resist the challenge to refinish the Tiger Oak cabinet and restore the piano. This piano likely came from Chicago to Sparks, Nevada on the Transcontinental Railroad around 1911. The high desert climate suggested it may be in good condition. I thought I'd done it all in wood restoration until this project. I knew nothing about old pianos, but YouTube brought me up to speed. I hired a renowned piano tuner who stopped by and said it was basically in great shape. Before I started removing the shellac, I did a good cleaning to get the old musty odor out of the interior woodwork and the action by blowing it out with compressed air, vacuuming, then cleaning with the surfactant I had, adding 1% lemongrass oil and 25% rubbing alcohol. This cleaned the musty wood real good and took away much of the antique mildew odor. After removing the keys and covering the piano's action and interior, I started the stripping and sanding process. The flat faces on the piano were quickly cut down with 40 grit on a 6-inch sander. The details and rounded corners, non-flat surfaces, were brushed with citrus strip and wrapped in plastic wrap for 6 hours, not more, before the wiping and scrubbing started. Microfiber rags, spudge scrub pads, and plenty of hot water really helped scrub down the softened details. Removable panel sections were best when scraped with a stiff scraper and a heat gun, getting in careful rhythm with the heat right in front of the scraper as you move across. Finish sanding was done with 80, 120, and 180 grit. You will use a lot of paper as shellac gums up paper quickly. To get the piano cabinet to stain-ready condition, there's a lot of hand sanding work with deft fingers, small pieces of sandpaper folded over, cleaning with alcohol, and repeating until you are happy with the outcome. The curved and carved details of the cabinet suggest how involved this process might be. After cleaning and tacking, we brush applied 2 coats of special reactive stain. Reactive stains contain a reactive chemical, in this case boric acid and colorants. The reactive stain agents work with the tannin in the oak to create a unique aged 3D effect. After allowing to dry for 24 hours, I brushed 1 coat of beeswax modified EnviroLast on the piano and called it done. The effect was exactly as I desired, a medium tone, slightly antique look with a thin, soft feel finish. So natural you can feel the grain still. The keys were taken out into the sun and soaked in 30% hydrogen peroxide and citric acid mixed. You must wear gloves and eye protection for this process. Keep applying the mix all day in the sun to brighten the ivory keys, then buff using buffing compound and a grinding wheel. The piano tuner returned once the piano was in the house and did a full regulation, including epoxying hairline cracks in the bass bridge, refelting all the keys, polishing the key pins, replacing any felt where needed, regulating, and tuning. This process took 2 to 3 long days, including his shop time at home, and cost approximately $2,100.